Hello everybody, Tommyruin here, and I thought I'd just give you guys an update on something that I've been trying to do recently on Project Ascension in the time between revising for exams. But before we start, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So in my top 5 melee starts, I mentioned how Backstab is a really nice starting ability, as it does very high damage just using that ability on its own. A lot of the top TPS I've been doing raids with have been playing Backstab and absolutely owning it. So I wanted to get in on a piece of that action. But I didn't want to copy that formula, I wanted to expand on it. And from speaking to some of the Underhall boys, I was told that mixing in Ambush into the mix was a really nice way of increasing the damage output of a Backstab build, utilising the Surging Shadows legendary random enchant and Shadow Dance to allow you to weave in and out of stealth. So that was the character I wanted to get, a stealthy boy with some big backstab and ambush damage. However, as many of you will know, you can't get ambush at level 1. Ambush is a level 18 ability that has the prerequisite requirement of needing stealth to be able to pick it up. This meant that the character would have to start with stealth and backstab and be leveled to level 18 with the hope of picking up ambush, similar to how people have been leveling to level 30 in the hope of getting Wind Fury. And after speaking to guildies in Fruit Salad who had also been trying to get an RNG ambush role, it sounded like the task was impossible, but I wanted to try it regardless and see if I could get lucky. So how do you go about doing this, targeting a specific ability at a certain level? Well, you have to have a lot of patience for one. I started off thinking that it wouldn't be too hard. I spent a few hours rolling for 3 abilities. I chose Stealth, Backstab, and a choice of either Raptor Strike, Heroic Strike, Tame Beast, Lightning Shield, or Slice and Dice. I had the 2 abilities that were required for the build, Stealth and Backstab, and then any extras that I wouldn't mind to pick up that would also potentially benefit the build. From my testing and from my experience, to re-roll 3 abilities, it took between 3 to 5 hours, which was obviously a massive time drain. But I got the abilities eventually on the character and started my way to level 20. I chose level 20 for the first character because I knew that at level 20 I would get another chance of re-rolling for ambush, and this would increase the chance of getting that ability because I had another chance of getting it. I was effectively using the Asmongold logic in the fact that you either get it or you don't. It's a 50-50 chance. Obviously that's wrong. So I got to level 20 and re-rolled the fodder spells I picked up along the way, and lo and behold, no ambush. It takes 30 to 40 minutes to get up to level 20, so in total I'd spent nearly 5 hours to get this toon up to this point, and it makes you think, maybe I should just continue to level 30 and maybe I'll get it in the next 10 levels. However, those next 10 levels take way longer than 1 to 20, so instead I remade the character and repeated the process, spending hours to roll the 3 starting abilities and leveling to 20 again and again and again. Once again, I didn't get the abilities I wanted after using 5 reroll scrolls at level 20 on multiple toons. I did this about 3 times, and after doing this 3 times, I adjusted my strategy. It just wasn't feasible to spend 3 to 5 hours re-rolling just to waste the character at level 20 and delete it. I needed to be quicker at the beginning so I had a faster character throughput. I actually decided to lower my ability threshold to 2, taking only the core Backstab and Stealth, and this only took about 30 minutes on average to roll, so within 30 minutes I could get the character I wanted, and then after a 30-minute leveling time I could try my luck at ambush in about an hour, which was considerably better than the previous time with 3 starting abilities. For these characters, I also decided not to level them all the way to level 20, instead stopping at 18. The amount of abilities in the ability pool jumps massively at level 20, as lots of classes get new spells, so the chance of getting ambush drops considerably. It was my best bet to re-roll at level 18 and hope for the best, and if I wasn't lucky, at least the time taken was less than before. So I did this 5 more times, leveling characters from level 1 to 18 with Backstab and Stealth, and whatever fodder I got along the way. And after doing this 5 more times, I was starting to give up. I had a crap day revising for exams and was fed up leveling from 1 to 18 again and again and again. I decided to roll 4 more characters, 4 more chances, and I'd level them to level 18 one by one and see what happens. So I spent 2 hours of my evening rolling for stealth and backstab on these toons, and then got to work leveling the first one up. And oh boy, did I get lucky whilst leveling. I picked up both Slice and Dice and Eviscerate, which through Cut to the Chase allows for Slice and Dice to be kept up by Eviscerate. So I had a nice rogue toolkit for the perfect ambush build. And when I got to level 18, I was seriously praying for ambush. I had so many rolls of the roulette on other characters at the top of the screen which would stop 1 or 2 away from ambush. And I'd actually cry out loud from frustration. But this toon was different. So far I'd been pretty lucky in its ability rolls and was ready to add ambush to its toolkit. But upon hitting level 18, it wasn't ambush. It was drain life. A staple for the characters I had leveled so far, it seemed, as I seemed to get it on every single one. So I halved to Orgrimmar and picked up the 3 free reroll scrolls from Nosdormu and tried again. And first time, there it was. Ambush. I was so happy. It was so weird because it was just RNG. No skill, just luck. But I guess the amount of time I had put in to get the ability made it so much sweeter. So I had the toolkit ready to make the backstab stealthy boy at level 60. I decided to level to 20 and use the rest of my reroll tokens to try and get cleave, but unfortunately my luck had run out. I'd spent it all on getting ambush. So what has this experience told me about wildcard mode? Picking abilities at the start would be great. Obviously it can't be changed now as so many people have already leveled to level 60. But feedback for whatever happens next. People will always find a way to make the starting character they want. Whether they have to spend hours re-rolling, hours remaking a character, it will happen. More people would be out in the world playing the game if the first hurdle was removed. Sure, it removes the wildcard aspect of the start, but me and many others using the reroll add-on already do that, and you are at a massive disadvantage if you do not. Secondly, I have learnt that people re-rolling at 30 for Wind Fury are crazy. Like, I have big respect for the time taken to hit that ability, but my god, I am not doing that. I thought rolling ambush was bad, but rolling the starting abilities and then having to level to 30 would take a hell of a lot of time if you are doing it solo. So fair play to those who take that journey. In my opinion, from my experience, starting with 2 abilities is the best way of going. So don't go for 3 because it adds hours onto the time for the character and reduces the amount of attempts you have at getting Wind Fury. So in total, over 150,000 rerolls, 9 characters made and leveled to 20, and roughly 20 hours of attempting this in game. And we got the one ability we were looking for. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Let me know if you are targeting something in particular down in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon. Is it you? Is it me?